Yeah, Chris and Joe here. We've been watching Explaining Computers, and we watched this marvellous thing about an anemometer. I think I said that right. And so what we've done, we're going to go a little bit crazy here, and so far we're in the build process. So I built two of these, which is quite nice. So a 3D printed bearing housing, and then I pressed that bearing into there, so that's quite nice and smooth. We've already got one sort of semi-assembled there. As you can see, it works quite nicely, spins nicely. We've got two sides there, which we've very aptly called pie wind, and they sit either side. They've got a recess either side to sit the bearing housings into. We decided to use a push-in breadboard. We've got the Adafruit reflective IR sensor, which Mr. Barnett recommended we get. Obviously I've got some more printing to do yet. I've got the rotors to do and the disc. I've come up with a nice idea for the rotors, because obviously that's a fairly hefty shaft I've got on there. It's an 8mm threaded rod, so I don't know if it's going to work all right. But what I've done, there's four there. These are Pepsi Max bottoms. So I'm going to use those as my cups, because obviously it's quite tough plastic. So I'm just going to mount those onto the rotors when it's done. So I'm very happy. And what do you say, Joe?
I say this is confusing, but I'm sure it's going to turn out all right.
It's not confusing. Why is it confusing for you?
Because I'm not sure if we're going to use a new pie or use the old one.
Oh no, I've ordered a Pi 0W.
Perfect.
And as if by magic, there it is assembled. So I've shortened the threaded rod slightly. There's a sensor disc with the IR reflective sensor in there, wired in, not terribly neatly. What I have done is I've captured the cable there, so it can't move about, because they're not the most sturdy connections, I don't think. Then it runs onto there. I've just coiled an old telephone wire, the same as Mr. Barnett did, onto a old 3D printed reel, and those there, I just fished them out of the old telephone connector without breaking them off, so they'll push into the breadboard nicely. So yeah, very happy with that. Hopefully we'll be getting some wind speeds